EXO are going to have their biggest comeback yet. The group celebrated the 11th anniversary of their debut by holding a fan meeting called EXO Clock at KSPO Dome. This was EXO's first activity with 8 members following Baekhyun's discharge from the military, so fans were ecstatic to see them back together. The fans and the EXO members both seemed equally happy to see each other at the fan meeting, which featured performances of EXO's biggest hits and a delightful surprise. EXO dropped a bombshell on the audience as they unveiled a brand new song for everyone listening. According to the lyrics of the song they performed was dedicated to the fans, but that's not all. The EXO members also shared that they had plans to film their music video for their upcoming album towards the end of April. And if you think that wasn't enough, they'll be filming for 3 whole music videos in total. This is certainly going to be their most iconic comeback yet. With the words like comeback, new song, and 3 MVs trending on Twitter, you can see that the fans are pretty excited to have the group back. We'll be waiting. A recent bubble message from NCT's Jaehyun had started quite a heated debate among netizens. After Do Jae-jung released their first unit album Perfume, Jaehyun went on Bubble and wrote, "When the company first gave us the bubble service contract, it was agreed that we would send at least 4 messages per month. So I thought that it would be a good way to consistently talk with you guys once a week, ask what's up, and communicate more often." He went on to say that it was the reason that he agreed to it and that he had been using it to communicate with fans. Yet he was aware that some fans were disappointed or that they were talking about this negatively. Jaehyun added that there isn't much that he can do about the negative comments, but he wanted everyone to know that his feelings and attitude haven't changed ever since debut. He ended, "In truth, I did not want to bring these things up because I just wanted to talk about positive subjects with you, but I am expressing my thoughts now in the hopes that more people will not misunderstand me." Some netizens thought that it was unnecessary for Jaehyun to reveal the specific details of his business contract, commenting, "Ouch, that part where he's like, I have to send a message 4 times a month, it sounds so cold and impersonal." Other netizens seemed to agree that it was bad for Jaehyun to treat the whole thing like a business deal. Another netizen said, "It's up to him if he feels that way, but if there are fans who paid for the service and they felt like they wasted their money on you, they can have their negative opinions too." Other netizens said that the messages were allegedly taken out of context. In addition, they claimed that the people who were subscribed to Jaehyun's bubble service said that they got plenty of content with Jaehyun's messages. Fans wrote, "He has been sending us so many messages lately though, despite being busy getting ready for the Do Jae-jung album promotions. Why are people trying to enforce all these rules that don't exist?" Another said, "These people can't actually find anything to hate about him, so they're trying to exaggerate the smallest things. It's simple, whoever is discontent can just cancel their subscriptions. The fact that people who actually paid for the service are not complaining, yet the people who are the loudest are the ones who aren't even fans. Make it make sense." Speaking of NCT, they were recently accused of plagiarism, but it's pretty ridiculous. A netizen wrote, "Isn't this weird?" attaching the concept pictures of NCT Dream's collaboration with the makeup brand Blanc Diva. The pictures had the members standing in front of a white background with graffiti writing in it. The netizens feel like the pictures look too similar to TXT's concept pictures for Good Boy Gone Bad. Comments from netizens included, "Why aren't they swearing at the advertising or the makeup company instead? What SM styling?" Another comment said, "Wow, this is honestly the same, but this is the fault of the ad company." However, most people said that the concept was one that's been used since the 90s by every artist ever, whether they be K-pop or Western. Because of this, it can be barely called plagiarism. A commenter said, "That one photo shoot was a copy from Backstreet Boys, and I can probably find the spray paint one on Google from another artist. And at the end of the day, this comes back to the makeup artist company. But nothing here is plagiarism when everything has an original and it's not from K-pop." Another one said, "Except for songs, I will never take any plagiarism scandal seriously, be it lore, concept, or storyline. Even if whoever's in charge completely ripped off TXT, it's the makeup company that should be held responsible, not NCT Dream or SM who weren't involved in the creative process." IVE Rei will be on an indefinite hiatus because of her poor health. Earlier, IVE had a press conference for the recent comeback, and Rei only attended the photo wall but was missing from the conference due to her worsening health condition. Then on April 11th, Starship Entertainment made the announcement on the group's official fan cafe, saying that she had started feeling symptoms of abnormal conditions like stuffiness and heart palpitations. They also talked to a professional medical institution and had discussions with Rei, and they came to the decision to halt her activities temporarily until she recovers. They asked for fans' understanding since they took this decision to prioritize her health and promised to do their best so Rei can focus on treatment and rest. Fans felt devastated to hear about her health problems, but it was great that the company was putting so much focus on her recovery. We hope that she gets better as soon as possible. On the morning of April 11th, the first court hearing of Ravi's military service evasion case was held. In this court hearing, the prosecutors asked that Ravi and Nafla be sentenced to 2 years in prison and 2 years and 6 months in prison, respectively. According to the prosecution, Ravi got a grade 3 in a military physical exam in 2012. He requested to delay his military service because of attending university, asthma, and skin disease. However, once he turned 28 in 2021, he could no longer defer his service. It's been disclosed that he submitted a promise to the Seoul Regional Military Manpower Administration to join the military dutifully in the future. The two were accused of colluding with a broker to obtain a fake epilepsy diagnosis and submitting it to the Military Manpower Administration so that they could evade military service. Ravi ended up admitting all charges, but he said that he made the decision to evade mandatory service because he was the only profit-earning artist of his agency. As his closing argument, Ravi said, "While undergoing trial until now, I desperately realized how great my fault was and how many people I had hurt. I apologize to the patients and their families." Netizens expressed disappointment, writing, "Seriously, I'm seriously so disappointed. And thank you for ruining all my memories of you." In addition to the trial, Ravi also announced his official withdrawal from VIXX. Jellyfish Entertainment released an official announcement on April 11th announcing that Ravi has departed from the group. They said that they had a lengthy and serious discussion with Ravi where it was decided that Ravi will leave the group. They also apologized to fans for causing them concern. Ravi also made a post on Instagram to apologize for his actions. He wrote that in the past, he was assigned to public service due to an illness he had. According to Ravi, he had been postponing his service for his activities, but eventually reached a point where it was difficult to delay any further. He said that at the time, he was the only artist in his company generating profits, which made him feel desperate. Because of this, he made a foolish decision to delay his military service. He wrote, "The implementation dates for the contracts that were signed before COVID-19 were being postponed without certainty, so with the burden of contract cancellation charges, I was desperate to delay my military service." However, once his worries about the company and contract issues were resolved, he said that he voluntarily registered for public service and has been carrying out his duties since October of last year. Ravi went on to apologize to the epilepsy patients and their families who were hurt by his actions, and then apologized to the fans who have been supporting him. He wrote, "I wanted to be someone you could be proud of, but I have no excuse for showing such a shameful side of myself." In the end, he wrote about his decision to leave VIXX so that he wouldn't do any further damage to the other members of the group. He wrote that he had a lot to learn and would continue to work hard so that he can live as a better person. Netizens were having none of his apologies, though. The comments on Nate Pan said, "Farewell and don't step back. Go deeply reflect and live a good life." And, he's trying to make excuses. Don't try to justify yourself. That guy is so funny. International fans were easier on him as they acknowledged that what he did was really wrong, but said that they understood why he did it. A commenter wrote, "Reading this, I get that stress of trying to keep your business afloat while dealing with the uncertainty of COVID and contract fees. That's still not a reason or excuse to do what he did working with a broker." Another said that while Ravi committed a crime, it was ridiculous for him to serve more time than idols like Seungdi and Himtan. Tell us your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye!